Okay, so in continuation, we are talking about impulse generated from abnormal site, where we are discussing about triggered automaticity. So this triggered automaticity are of two types. The first one is early after depolarization, and secondly delayed after depolarization. So we have completed our discussion regarding early after depolarization. So in this video we will be starting with delayed after depolarization. Suppose this is your myocardial cell which is at the resting stage, means it will be having a resting membrane potential, and suppose this is the threshold potential. Suppose a neighboring cell conducts an impulse, and because of those incoming impulse, the potential of this particular membrane approaches to the threshold potential, and after approaching to the threshold potential, the threshold sensitive voltage gated sodium channel opens up, leading to depolarization. Once depolarization has taken place, this sodium channel closes off, and two important channels, that is calcium channel and potassium channel, will be open up. Okay, via the calcium channel calcium influx, and then via potassium channel potassium outflux will be taking place. Okay, so cation influx is equals to cation outflux, because of which a plateau will be attained. After some times, the calcium channel also closes off, and only potassium channel will be opening. So via potassium channel potassium outflux will be taking place. Because of the loss of the cation, repolarization takes place, and the membrane comes back to the resting stage. After attaining resting stage, again this particular cell receives an impulse from the neighboring cells, and only after receiving this impulse, a depolarization takes place, followed by repolarization, and then resting stage. Again the neighboring cell will conduct an impulse, causing depolarization, followed by repolarization. Now as you can see, these blue arrow marks, these are the incoming impulses, these are the impulses which this particular cell got, it received from the neighboring cell. Okay, so as you have seen here, this impulse conduction from the neighboring cell is very much important to cause depolarization. Okay, for causing depolarization, this cell should receive an impulse. It should receive a conducted impulse. But sometimes, what happens, this resting membrane potential are not stable, and they try to approach to the threshold potential, that too without any incoming impulse from the neighboring cells. And once this fluctuating resting membrane potential it approaches to the threshold potential, the threshold sensitive sodium channel opens up, causing depolarization, which, and this particular depolarization is a secondary depolarization, or you can say after depolarization. Since this after depolarization has occurred after completion of the primary repolarization, means here there is no interference with the repolarization. The primary repolarization stage has been completely completed. Therefore this type of after depolarization is known as delayed after depolarization. So at this stage you can understand what is the difference between early after depolarization and delayed after depolarization. In early after depolarization, the repolarization was incomplete, but in delayed after depolarization, the repolarization stage is been completed. Now, what might be the reason behind this fluctuating resting membrane potential is, the main reason is the cell is overloaded with cations. Cations like sodium ions, calcium ions, or potassium ions. More importantly, it is calcium ion. Okay, so the main villain behind this delayed after depolarization is calcium ion, and along with calcium ion, some sodium ion and potassium ion overloading will be there. Okay, so the main reason behind this delayed after depolarization is this particular myocardial cell is overloaded with calcium ion. So whenever a myocardial cells are overloaded with cations, it makes the resting membrane potential fluctuating, that may touch the threshold potential, and once threshold potential has been attained, it causes a secondary depolarization, or you can say a delayed after depolarization. At this point, you can also mention another difference between early and after depolarization. That is the reason behind them. The reason behind early after depolarization was, there it was a prolonged repolarization stage, and this prolonged repolarization stage was mainly because of inefficiency of the potassium channel to cause outflux of the potassium ion, that will cause prolongation of the repolarization stage. But the reason behind this delayed after depolarization is this particular myocardial cell are overloaded with the cations. Okay, next we'll check out what all are the reasons behind this delayed after depolarization. We know the main reason behind delayed after depolarization is the myocardial cells are overloaded with cations. But why these myocardial cells are overloaded with cations means we have got three important reasons behind that. The first reason is because of adrenergic stress. The second reason is because of digitalis intoxication, and the third reason is because of ischemia. So we shall check out all these three reasons one by one. So first of all, coming to adrenergic stress. Adrenergic stress means when in your body large amount of adrenaline and noradrenaline are being released, or when your body is under the overdriven with sympathetic nervous system, and obviously under this condition the heart is also under adrenergic stress. So suppose in your heart this is your beta 1 receptor along with its alpha, beta and gamma subunit, and whenever this beta 1 receptor gets activated, what it causes, the alpha subunit will approach to the enzyme adenylyl cyclase causing its activation, and this activated adenylyl cyclase will cause activation of protein kinase A. Next, this protein kinase A will cause phosphorylation of sodium channel and calcium channel. Now phosphorylation of the sodium and calcium channel means these channel will get activated so that large amount of sodium and calcium influx will be taking place, and this large amount of influx of sodium and calcium channel will be the reason behind the overloading of the myocardial cell with the cations. Okay, so this is how adrenergic stress may lead to delayed after depolarization. Our next reason behind this delayed after depolarization is digitalis intoxication. Now suppose this is your myocardial cell which is under resting stage. When depolarization occurs, that means the sodium channel will be open and influx of sodium ion will be taking place, and during repolarization the potassium channel will be opening up causing outflux of the potassium ion. Okay, but for maintaining a normal physiological condition, potassium ion should be inside, means intracellular cation should be potassium ion and extracellular cation should be sodium ion. But what is happening over here is sodium ion influx and potassium ion outflux is taking place. But the nature has got some way to correct this thing also. So naturally we have got sodium potassium ATPase pump. So what is sodium potassium ATPase pump will do? It will pump out 3 sodium ion outside and it will pump in 2 potassium ion inside, so that a normal physiological condition has been maintained. That is, intracellular cation should be potassium ion, large amount of potassium ion should be present inside of the cell, and large amount of sodium ion should be present outside of the cell. Okay, so everything is balanced over here. But the main thing is digitalis intoxication. When a person consume large amount of digitalis, not large amount but a normal amount of digitalis also, so what will happen, this digitalis main mechanism of action is it will trap this sodium potassium ATPase pump. Now when this pump is trapped, then what will happen, there won't be outflux of sodium ion and influx of potassium ion, so sodium ion will be trapped inside of the cell. But nature has got one more rule, means sodium ion has got one more door to come out of this cell, and that door is your sodium calcium exchanger. So what happens, one sodium is moving outside and one calcium is being exchanged inside of the cell. Now as you can see, large amount of calcium ion is been trickling inside of the cell. So inside of the cell the cationic load increases, causing fluctuating of resting membrane potential, and thereby a delayed after depolarization may be taking place. Okay, so this is how digitalis intoxication may cause delayed after depolarization. Next, our third reason behind the delayed after depolarization is because of ischemia. So ischemia, what do you mean by ischemia? Ischemia means here there will be deficiency of oxygen, and oxygen have got a huge role to play inside our body, and among which one important role played by oxygen is to cause electron transport chain. Electron transport chain means it is a process by which ATP is being produced. ATP is the energy. ATP synthesis takes place in electron transport chain, and oxygen is one of the most important participant to produce ATP. But in ischemia, because of deficiency of oxygen, a less amount of ATP is being generated, and ATP is required to to perform many mechanism as such, and among that one of the major job of ATP is to cause this sodium potassium ATPase pump. Okay, to so because of deficiency of ATP, this sodium potassium ATPase pump will not be working. Now again, when this pump is not working, so the similar situation as we have seen in our previous case of digitalis intoxication will take place. Again, sodium ion is trapped inside the cell, and because of this it will be finding another door, and that another door is the sodium calcium exchanger. So sodium ion trickles outside and one calcium ion trickles inside. So inside of the cell, large amount of calcium ion will be sitting over here, and you know what calcium ion will do? It will increase the cationic load of this particular myocardial cell. And what will happen when the cationic load of this myocardial cell will happen? Yes, it may lead to delayed after depolarization. So this is about delayed after depolarization and the reasons behind delayed after depolarization.